Welcome to round 3. We've lost a die roll and we're playing against Heavy D62. I actually don't know who that is, but looking at this hand, I think it's keepable. On the draw, we have a chance of hitting another land. Turn 2 Skyfisher is not very exciting, but if we miss a land drop, I think that makes this keepable. I mean, it is a little slow. The Gideon's Lawkeeper will keep us afloat, though, I think. So we're not going to mulligan. We'll see what he's got in store for us. He keeps as well. Black. Hopefully mono black. And not blue black or red black or something. But let's see. I'm going to lead on this Lawkeeper, and he's going to remove it. Nope. He's going to cycle. So I actually think he is mono black. This makes me a little bit happier. Sign in Blood targeting himself. Dropping him down to 18. Now we draw planes here. I think we are just going to attack and pass. The Skyfisher will either send us back on a creature or on lands. We could bounce back the Lawkeeper, but I think we're going to hold off. Against mono black, I feel fairly confident. And he's going to rats us here, so I'm going to hide the core Skyfisher if he has a Gitaxian Probe or something, though does not appear to be the case. I think here we just want to play the Attended Knight. That protects us from Okiba Gang Shinobi. It also puts down a pair of bodies that we can use to attack with. So I think we're fine with that. Obviously not going to attack with our 1/1. And overall, I feel fairly confident about this matchup. We don't really have a sideboard for it. And some cards like Tendrils of Corruption and Corrupt itself will be pretty dangerous. So here he's going to make us discard. And we just have to decide whether we want to discard a removal or a creature. And I think we'll discard a removal spell. I think it's going to end up being the Unmake. Because we can journey and use and cast something else next turn. So I think we are going to remove the Unmake. Though the Attended Knight is a little softer to an Echoing Decay. I think we're still going to discard the Unmake though. Ooh, yikes. Well, I guess we'll get rid of the Attended Knight. And next turn we're going to Skyfisher and journey away his Chittering Rats. We have another journey. And we're going to attack with the Soldier and the Attended Knight. Hopefully no Spinning Darkness around. I guess we'll soon see. We've got plenty of removal available to us though. So if he attacks here, it's going to signify that he's got something like a Disfigure or a Funeral Charm. I'm going to sack the Soldier token. So that's kind of a waste of a card on his part. We still have a 2/2 first striker. Now a Tragic Slip. Okay, that's unfortunate. What else you got? Another Geth's Verdict. So I think we're just going to have to get rid of the Lawkeeper here, unfortunately. The Attended Knight can block a lot of what he has on the ground. Or, sorry, can block a lot of what he has, on the ground. And does more damage overall. So I think we're just going to have to attack and remove his guy. This has really dropped us down to a position we probably don't want to be in. But we can still top deck into Squadron Hawk, what have you. And he doesn't have a whole lot of top decks. He could still be waiting to hit 6 land for Corrupt. For instance, that last card could be a Corrupt. Hopefully he's not playing Spinning Darkness. And we just draw another land. So we're going to attack here. He might have Undying Evil or something, but we can't really play around everything. Doesn't look like he has a removal spell. And we keep playing these lands out because of Chittering Rats. It's specifically because of Chittering Rats. Don't know what his last card is. Oh, it's another Ravenous Rats. Okay. So now he can block everything. Block with everything. He's not going to. He's just want to race us. I don't think that's a good option for him. Yeah, we're still going to attack you. Your blocks are bad. And we're not really worried about a Corrupt. I mean, I'm worried about it, but I don't know that he's going to be able to draw into it anytime soon. We'll see, though. Alright, here he comes. Still going to attack. We're going to go down to 12. A Corrupt would put us to 6 and put him... Oh, Unearth. Just to cycle. Doesn't have anything in the yard yet. Draws another card. He passes the turn, so I guess we're going to attack with the Attendant Knight and leave up Javelineer. Chump block. Alright, if he attempts... I was going to say, if he attempts an Undying Evil, we could just shoot it with the Javelin. Another Phyrexian Rager, okay. Now things are getting a little problematic. Oh no! That's no good. Let's see. Now... we're hoping to remove this. Do we want to trade with the Rager is the only thing I'm wondering about. If we attack with the Attendant Knight next turn, he can block with the Witches and the Rager. He actually just has to block with everything. So I think I am going to block at this stage. No, actually, I mean, we can attack him. He's got 4 power on the board. I think we can attack him next turn with the Attended Knight, and then if he goes to block, we can actually mess that up with our first strike damage. So we can also opt to kill this, which I might just do. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we're going to play out the land. It's not looking too great for us, but we still could be in this. Now, he's going to hit the Javelineer, it appears. We're actually just going to kill a Rager, I think. Let's see what he's targeting. Oh, he targets the Attendant Knight. Is that right? Yeah, he targets the Attendant Knight. Okay. So he's going to Funeral Charm it, or Tragic Slip it. Funeral Charm. Okay. And before our attacks, we're going to shoot this, just in case he has a ninja. I should have looked at what he was targeting first, but I still think that's probably the play we wanted to make. Okay. It's not too bad. We can reset the Javelineer. Pulling a Journey is not going to be that great, because the Journey goes into our hand and then he makes us remove it, makes us discard it. Well, we could hit the Rats and then we get the Journey back. Nah, I don't like that. I think we just want to use this as a blocker at this stage. It's also a win condition if we can just get 3 hits in the air. We'll reset this. It'll kind of force him to shoot it, and then we can shoot him or shoot his rats. So it's effectively a trade. I think that puts us in a decent position. Ugh, that was a good top deck. Okay, I don't think we're going to win now. So we're just going to hit the rats, I guess. We can still draw out of this. That was a really good draw for him. And that card is one of the ones we don't want to see. And speaking of good draws, this is good. So depending what he draws, we may not want to triple block, because he can remove one, shoot one with the witch, and then it's still a trade because we can redirect the damage to ping the rager. So I guess it's not the worst. This will give us fits, don't get me wrong. So he's going to shoot one. So I guess we'll put it on the rager. That'll keep him from attacking, I suppose. We could put it on him, that might have been the better call, but we are at 6. Okay, that's kind of a waste. Oh. So I think we attack and we just set up the same thing we did, because he's probably going to hit the Javelineer. So then we just hit him, hit his rager, keep him from attacking. And maybe we can race this. I'm not sure. We just need removal for the witch, and then I kind of like our chances. I mean, at this point, we can start pinging him with his own guy. Ping him, he goes to 7, then we go to 4. Wow, he's using Unearth to draw a card rather than rebuy a... Okay, what is he targeting? Javelineer. I think we're going to target him this time. We go to 4, he goes to 7. Then if we draw a Bone Splitter or something, we might be in better shape. I think we may have wanted to ping him from the get-go. And if we had pinged him a few times, he'd be a little closer in range. Now we're looking great, so I think we're going to attack. We actually don't die to anything. Geth's Verdict doesn't kill us. So we can trade with a Witch and a Rager. Then drop him to 3. Or sorry, we drop him to 2 with our next Squadron Hawk attack. It's going to be tough. It's going to be close. Now I think he's drawn into something here. Chittering Rats. Okay. So if he attacks, we will trade. He may just opt to shoot a Squadron Hawk. Oh, wow. So do I want to equip the Loyal Cathar? That's the only thing I'm wondering. And I don't think so. I mean, you equip the Hawk. He's going to shoot it. He takes 2. He goes to 3. Or he could just shoot us. We go to 3. Then we're dead. So don't think that's our play either. I think we force him to kill one Hawk. And we leave up the other one. with an equipment. We still have to draw out of this. Suppose if we had attacked with everybody, he'd have to block something, but he could just block the Cathar with the Witch, shoot us to 3, and then we're dead, so I don't see that being the right play. Okay, so we're going to shoot you with your own guy, lose the Hawk, and then re-equip the other Hawk. And we'll say go. We probably want to draw something like a Core Skyfisher. I think would be one of our only ways out of this. Is he shooting a Hawk? Okay, so we'll shoot you down to 3. Yeah, this Witch is really ripping us apart. So if it's an Unearth, we probably want to block the rats. Because it has no effect on us. He's got to have something that deals with the Loyal Cathar. So it's either an Unearth or Sign and Blood to me. Oh, okay, well that's game. Let's go to sideboarding. Like I said, we don't really have a lot on the board to deal with his with his deck, and judging by my sideboard guide here, we actually only have one exchange we make. However, I don't think the War Falcon is that exciting because he's going to kill a lot of our creatures. The other card that isn't that exciting is Guardian's Pledge, I feel, because as you can see, he has a lot of removal, so we don't end up with a lot of creatures on the board. So I'm actually just going to bring in the Standard Bearer. It might be the case that we want to bring in some Disenchants if he has Serrated Arrows, but we haven't seen it, so we're going to have to just chance it on the play and try to get a victory that way. So I'm going to leave it like this. I'm not really sure if this is the best boarding for this matchup, but I think we can definitely win this match. So let's go ahead and submit. Okay, it's game 2. We're going to play first. And this hand is not very good. I think I want to mulligan this. The Skyfisher sets us back a land. We have 5 lands. And if he has any kind of removal, which he will, this hand does not really excite me. So I am going to mulligan to 6. And this hand is much better, so I'm going to keep it. So we'll protect our guys from his witches and hopefully do a lot of work for us in general. If we draw Squadron Hawk, I'm pretty tempted to play it, but we don't. I say that in the event that he has something like Ravenous Rats. In this instance, if he does have the rats, which he does not, I probably would have pitched the Plains. Doesn't look like he has anything to kill our armorer. So I'm going to play this. They're going to buff each other, which protects them from Echoing Decay. And I'm going to attack him for 4. And I don't think he's going to have a lot to be able to deal with, so that's good. He probably has a Spectre or a Chittering Rats. He may actually have a Geth's Verdict. It's a Ravenous Rat. So we're going to pitch the Plains. Nothing in our deck costs more than 3, so pitching that Plains is going to be just fine. He also might have a Duress or a Tragic Slip, which would mean that I probably want to remove this guy. He's tanking, so... Oh, it is a Funeral Charm. Whoops. Okay, that's fine. So maybe he's trying to build up to a whatchamacallit, Spinning Darkness, but that's okay. Attended Knight is a great draw, and I think it's going to be pretty tough for him. We got a 2/4 first striker and a 1/3 soldier, which I'm probably going to equip, and that means he'll take a minimum of 6 that way. I don't think he can attack. Don't think he has much of anything he can do. So I'm actually going to play the planes first in case he has Undying Evil. Equip this so he's forced to take at least 6. And yeah, I think that's about it. If he doesn't, yeah, if he does block, that is. He's definitely got some removal. I don't know what it'll be. But we just want to put him to the sword here. He's going to block that, which means he probably has Echoing Decay, I'm guessing. Still going to take 5 damage. Not much I can do. I'm going to pass the turn. Yeah, Echoing Decay. So it actually survives. That's a good play for him. And a Tragic Slip, huh? Okay, he uses it on... Jeez Louise, that was a blowout. He used the Tragic Slip on the soldier and then the Spinning Darkness on our Attended Knight. That was really rough. So we're going to want to draw out of this with the Squadron Hawk. That's also okay. I don't think we're going to want to block the Rager, but he's up on cards by quite a bit. Jeez. So all that removal has really been slapping us around here. I was not expecting that at all. I thought we were going to have quite an advantage over his deck. So we're really fighting for survival here. Okay, that's fine. I guess he's got an abundance of removal that he just wants to use it on whatever we draw, but that seems a little cavalier to me. Goes to 5. And this is a good card. This might be able to slow him down a little bit. We'll see. Maybe another Spinning Darkness. I don't know what else he would have that would make him want to wait. If he does attack, I don't see why we wouldn't take it here. Go to 10. Yeah, we'll just take this. It might be in our best interest to want to trade with his creature. But he's at 5, so... Okay. So we just need to decide how we want to use this unmake. We can use it now and force him to make a bad block. If he has Spinning Darkness, we're kind of dead no matter what. So I think that's what we're going to do. We want to take him down to 1, and then maybe we can somehow get a victory. If he blocks, that's also good. And we would like to draw another Armorer or a Squadron Hawk for certain. And he's going to go to 1. So... Again, I think we can take this damage and go to 8. Now he has 2 blockers. We draw a land. So he's probably going to double block. I think I'm going to attack, make him double block. So I think it's pretty good. We want to really limit his options here. I'm sure he's got a funeral charm for this or whatever. But he's still at 1, so you know, Squadron Hawk's gonna be tough for him to beat. Attended Knight might be hard for him to beat. Any kind of removal on his creature. And it's a standard bearer. Looks like he's actually going to funeral charm it away. And we're going to go to 4, which is not very pleasing. But we've got 2 draw steps. Or maybe just 1. And that's part of the solution. We're going to take the flyer out, so that if we draw Squadron Hawk or something, we can potentially win. He may have another Sign in Blood to just take us out of the game. We'll have to see. Yep, so there you go. We would have drawn a Plains anyway. So we lose this match, and he had just a ton of removal for us. I'm actually pretty impressed with how well he did. I'm used to pretty much cleaning up mono black, though I don't think our version of the deck is as strong against them. So with that being said, we're going to go to the final match, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Thanks.